Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday morning's messages of love from above. Excited to see what Spirit has for us. Before we get started, though, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I welcome it. The more of us that do it together, we multiply it and we make an impact on the world. So don't ever underestimate your power of your unconditional love in your heart. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And we just let that love flow down into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, just surrounding the world in a giant bubble of love. Touching every heart, sparking it more and more, higher and higher in vibration, taking us to where we're headed in our new adventure. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment, for your mind, for your body, your heart, for a loved one, for a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now as well. Let's take it in like a giant sponge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Excuse me. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. So super excited to see what messages are coming in. Before we do that, though, I do want to make sure everyone knows that I do currently have memberships that I'm offering. Here's the video that talks about, first of all, a big thank you to everyone, all my subscribers, everyone that's been attending lives, watching videos, sharing, likes. I've almost been doing this live on YouTube for a year. I've been doing readings for decades, but YouTube almost a year. It's like a week away. And so I'm so excited. Can't believe it's been that long already, but it's been a wonderful adventure. And I'm going to continue doing what we've been doing. Um, but I wanted to like take it to a whole nother level. And if anyone wants to join me in doing that and growing our Zen, that's what the memberships are for. So you can check that out. There are giveaways for both members, anyone who becomes a member. We have weekly giveaways, but also for just watching the video and listening to the big heartfelt gratitude thank you that I have in there for all of you, and commenting on the video, you'll be entered into a month and giveaway for everybody. So there is some, of course, giveaways there. And I always want to make sure you guys are aware of giveaways, which we also every Monday for all my subscribers, I do have a giveaway. So this is what that video is about. Every Tuesday, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the next Monday, what you need to do to get into the drawing. And then I'll put out a video announcement tomorrow announcing who the winner or winners are, depending on what I throw in. So be sure to check those out. I always want to make sure you guys are aware of what I'm giving away because I love to give away stuff. All right. And then each week I do put out a pick a card reading. The last few have been about transforming emotions or energies, lower vibration energies and emotions to higher. And Spirit says, there's no right or wrong, they're just different experiences. And so we come down here to experience these lower vibrational energies. And when we're done, they want to give us information on how we can transform it, um, guidance and hints. So that's what's coming in there. And then, excuse me, The pipes are clearing up this morning. Sorry about that. And then every week for the last 8 weeks, anyway, I've been putting out a video of Take 10 with Zen, which are videos that are 10 minutes or less that talk about connecting to the spirit world, understanding ourselves more. And I also answer questions from subscribers. Um, so you can check all that out. A lot of free content on my main page. For members, though, that have the praying mantis level, I love praying mantises. Um, you're given advanced access to the next Take 10 with Zen, the next pick a card. I'm also going to be doing some meditations in the future here, and you'll have access to those. Also, after every one of my 2-hour free reading sessions that I do, Wednesday through Saturday night, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings, I have a special praying mantis free readings. So all my praying mantis members, we dive deep, we pull more oracle cards, and so there's an extra level that you can go if you want to do that. Also, Sunday nights, I was going to stop doing Sunday evening free readings anyway, and I'm replacing those with just a Q&A at 6 p.m. Mountain for all the Praying Mantis members too, where you can get to know me better, ask me any question. I know, what am I saying? But also, we can ask questions of spirit, of, questions that we have. It's not really readings like for personal, like what's happening in my life, but more, how does this work? Well, why is this happen in the world? You know, asking spirit for to gain wisdom and knowledge, right? So, and we'll see what else we intend on doing those. But I wanted to make sure everyone's aware of everything that's available. So, blah blah blah. That's all done. And let me just get my desktop all set up here, and we'll get into the readings here. All right. And let me just take a quick screenshot here because some of the chats disappear. And let me just make sure here. Looks like there's a lot of comments that popped in here. So let me just make sure I get them all. I don't want to miss any. So just in case, I'll take a couple screenshots. There we go. If you are new to my channel or new to these readings, first of all, welcome. We have a great group of soul family here with huge hearts, great senses of humor too. So those are important. I think it's a great combo. And but how the free readings work is we do go down in order, first come, first serve, down the chat. The chat is the list. There's no special, you know, there's no special, extra list. It is it. So all you have to do is put your message out there, in the comment in there. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or guidance. And yes, Miss Honey Love, you will be first. That's what we'll talk about next year too. Is that if anyone makes a donation like Miss Honey Love has, I do honor that as an energy exchange, and I'll prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, dive deeper into those too. And then once I'm done, I go back into the free readings and continue moving down the list. I come on for 2 hours. Absolutely. I know sometimes those disappear. So I wanted to make sure that you were aware. And so during those 2 hours, I try to get through as many free readings as I can. But if you want to make sure that I get to yours, a donation of any amount does prioritize it. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, country to country, day to day, planet to planet, whatever it may be. So I know you're giving from your heart what you're able to. So I don't look at dollar amounts. You can use the super chat at the bottom, like Miss Honey Love did. You can also, in the pinned comment and description box of the video, I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. So you can do it any of those ways. So that is how all that works. So let's get into the readings here. I will be bugging out at 12:55 to make sure I can get into my 1 p.m. Mountain Time praying mantis reading session with those members. So just a heads up with that. All right. So Miss Honey Love, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And you wanna know, how does D feel since you broke up with and blocked him? Ooh, okay. Let's take a look here and see what, is going on there and see what is happening. Alright. Alright. You know, they here, this is the first of all, we'll start with this because it did cause them to think, it did cause them to face the fear. All humans, we have a fear of rejection, right? And so this is their facing that fear of what does it mean when someone, breaks up and blocks and doesn't allow, what does this mean about me? And it does take us into our mind, into our fears that's going on here. But I don't feel like there's someone that stays in this state for too long because they've got so many fears that they quickly try to move into something feeling secure in their outside world and kind of start looking for new love right away. It's like they head off on a ship to escape. They escape from this prison of their thoughts and they try to stay distracted. Um, and that's what I see here too is, they've got this mindset that they have, which is, we can't change anyone's thought process, but this is them. They've got conflicting thoughts, um, but they also understand. It's like they're like, well, I understand. Not everyone has the same dream of what love should be, because here's the 9 of cups and 10 of cups, right? And they're like, well, that's how it works. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, and we'll keep looking. And that's the kind of attitude I feel they have. They don't do a ton of self-reflection. They just face their fear and don't like it, and then they head off, and it's like someone trying to outrun a train. It's like, eventually, you're gonna have to face all this, but they're not ready to face it now. I feel like it's not the first time, because I feel like they have so many fears that it keeps them from, being able to act, uh, loving, I guess, if that's a good word. Because of all this, I don't feel like they love themselves very much, so they're not able to love others. Because that's the whole thing with spirit, right? They tell us that, to the extent I love myself is how much love I can give and receive to the humans. So if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I inside want to give someone, it's just going to drip out. No matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's only going to drip in. And that's what causes a lot of problems with relationships, because I want to be loved and you can't love me. And they're like, I'm loving you, I'm giving you all this stuff, but all we're receiving is the drip, drip, drip. And they feel like they're giving us so much. But if both people in a relationship have lower self-love, it's just dripping in between. And even though they think they're giving so much love, there's not a whole lot that's going in between and getting in there. And if one person, like if you've been working on your self-love and expanding it, you really feel the emptiness, right? When you're like, all right, I'm ready to receive all this love. Drip. And you're like, no, no, I'm ready. And they're like, that was it. And you're like, what? Because it's like a little drop going through a huge pipeline of heart love, right? Wanting to come through. And and all this love that you feel that you're giving them that they are not receiving because of their self-love. So hopefully that helps, Miss Honey Love, that if you see it not impacting them on the outside, like if you see them out gallivanting around, as we say, it's because they're trying to outrun a train, and they're not looking inward. They face their fears for a moment and go, oh no, I'm not going to go in there. And they ran off in the other direction, just trying to stay busy, trying to find new love, flirting with other people, doing whatever. But it's because of their self-love that they're not able to give and receive love. And they will continue repeating the pattern till they find it, because they're looking like, I'm going to find love out here. But with their self-love so small, even if people wanted to give them that love, You can't get in there. So hopefully that brings a little bit of awareness into what is happening in in their world, and why they acted the way they did, and how it's a positive thing. What you've done is, like, you I feel like you're doing your inner work, and you're like, if I continue to stay in that situation, nothing's going to change. I don't feel like they're going to do anything in with that for a while. So that's what they have for you, Miss Honey Love. So hang in there, buzz, buzz, buzz around. I see your giant bee. So you know, there's other things that are more in alignment for you. So you're welcome. Hang in there. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. Right. Shinmei, hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. And you want to know Diksha's true feelings for you. What is going on in her life? All right. Let's take a look and see what is happening here. What are the true feelings and what's going on? That one there. Wow. Okay. Well, we got this energy here. The 6 of Cups feels like there's this connection. They do feel this connection with you. It's like as if you've known each other before. I've been getting this card a lot in this day and age, where we have a lot of this past life connection energy, where even before you guys knew each other, there's like this knowingness, this connection, because it's past life kind of connections, that it's like meeting a best friend who you haven't seen in a long time, and you haven't, it's been a while here. And they have a lot of passion here, a lot of attraction here, that it almost feels, I don't know if it feels burdensome to them, because I feel like their attraction to you is one thing that's going on here, where they're investing their energy, or where they want to invest their energy, but they've got all this stuff going on in their life. It almost feels like they can't do this much longer. It's like they're burning candles at so many ends, trying to please so many people and accomplish so many things. And it would be like, in my mind, I see them trying to make everyone in their family happy, going to school and taking a huge load of classes while working, while also helping out their family do a whole bunch of stuff. And I feel like from the time they wake up to the time they exhausted fall down asleep, that this is like the energy I'm feeling from them. And I feel like that's what's going on in their life here. Yeah. And they're not gonna be able yeah, because 'cause they're not gonna be able to keep that going for long here. That's the 10 of wands here, which is, the ending of this, and the beginning of being aware of where their energy is, because here's this passion, this energy that they wanna share, but they just don't have the ability. It's like you have a one huge pitcher of water and 100 cups. You're only going to be able to fill up each cup a little bit. And what they're about to go through is deciding where they want to invest their energy, so that they can have rest and peace of mind. And they're moving into this place of self nurturing and mother nurturing here for themselves. So I feel like there is passion there. I mean, if looking at this energy towards you too, that they do want, there's this sensuality, there's this birth, and this is like part of what is kind of sparking them to want to figure out, what do I need to let go of out of my life, because I need energy and space, is because they do want to pursue, and find out, why is there this strong connection? I want to get to know them and understand what this is going, but I feel like I don't have the energy or the time, um, the physical time to be able to do it, because I'm busy from when I wake up in the morning till I go. So just know that their life feels overfull, out of fear of letting people down, and they're just out of almost their wits end of going, I can't take this anymore, I'm done. I'm gonna cut this, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna maybe drop out of a class and not do so much, I'm gonna go part-time. Whatever it is, they're, like, looking at what they can adjust in their life because they want that connection. They want this deeper, um, and more opportunity. So that's what I feel is coming in there. And if you're like, well, okay, they want to pursue this and really go on, but their life just feels like a tornado, like a hurricane. And it's like, wow, how do we get out of this storm of energy? So that's what I feel is coming in, Shinmei. So many blessings to you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you probably feel that too, right? Because there's this, like, past life connection that's there. So that is what is coming in for you. So many, many blessings to you again. Thank you so much for your donation. And then Nova, Supernova. Hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. You are very welcome. And let's take a look here for some reason. Oh, okay. Oh, who knows? Knock on wood. Sometimes they go through, sometimes they don't. And people say they did it and it doesn't appear, but later it appears. And, I'm grateful that this is mainly free. I mean, they do take a third of, the donation, but everything else is free. So that's good. All right. So let's take a look here. Supernova, you want to know what do you need to do to master and expand in your craft for the musical self expression? And what have you learned so far? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit's advice is here for you on how you can expand and master your craft. And then also, what have you learned so far? All right. Okay. So, as far as what you can do to master it, I like this. Let me just see if I can do this. Here we go. Two major arcana and the Queen of Wands. So, the World card, you got two victory cards here. Is to trust. Number one is trust that your path is destined for victory, and not to invest a lot of energy in the end result. It's more of enjoying the journey as you're going along. And what helps you expand it here is the World card is leaving behind old cycles, old ways, and do things different. Don't regurgitate old stuff, but create new ways, right? And that's what the Queen of Wands brings in here too, with her connection to spirit. I feel like the more you connect with spirit, the stronger your gifts become. And I was actually pulling cards earlier for myself. Just I do that in the mornings. And one of the things that jumped out to me was that because it talked about when the more you connect and open up to your spirit and your higher gifts, and just that connection with your higher self and your whole spiritual entourage, that you begin to channel. One of the things it mentions was channeling um, higher music. And I was like, wow, that is so cool. I'm not a musician. I sing, but I don't like create music. I can't even read music. I usually in choirs would listen and then memorize how it went because I couldn't read the music. And I feel like that's one of the they're saying here is the more you connect, the more you channel and you get this inspiration and they're your muse with all of that. And you have here also, um yeah, exactly. So you have the chariot, which is movement, but this is the power of choice too. So the things that you can do to expand and master your craft is what are you focusing on? Where are you investing your energy, right? So if you invest your energy in gratitude and creativity and doing that, not focusing on the outcome and the pressure, the fears, all that, but focusing on the higher vibrational. The more you focus on higher vibration, that's the realm at which spirit speaks to us, right? So unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and all that gratitude, that's the realm. And then you can channel more. And so that's what they're saying is you you master and expand your craft on the physical world by opening up the pipeline of to the creator, the creative, world. So yeah. So you just continue to do that more and more. It's like a muscle. Like I've almost been doing readings online for a year. And the amount that I do multiplied, from what I've been doing over decades. And I felt it expand. And that's what will happen. It's like a muscle, the more you work it out, the bigger it becomes, the stronger it becomes, the clearer it becomes. So I feel like that's what spirit is telling you there. And what have you learned so far? Yeah. So this is what you've been learning, right? You've been learning about looking into the Six of Pentacles, which is balancing your giving and receiving. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen for episodes 4 and 5, they talk about episode 5, I think, talks about the out of balance giving and receiving. Um, and here you are, like you said, letting go of your fears of the future, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts. So, like you said, you've been letting go. This is what you've been letting go of. Um, but episode 5 talks about this out of balance, things that are keeping things away from us that we want, because our inner child's going, no, you don't deserve that yet. And then here's the magician, which is episode 4, I believe, talks about wherever we focus our energy is what grows. So you've been hearing these messages. We've been talking about these things. And these are a lot of the stuff, a lot of the, let's see if I can do this. There we go. A lot of the fears we have around rejection and not being good enough and failure and all that come from, these old energies. And so you've been working on that and transforming that. And so that's what they're telling you is that that's why you've been able to channel and connect at a higher level because you're not living in lower vibrational, energies. That drag you in its noise that you hear. Instead, you've been doing the opposite. So that's what they're saying, you've been doing it. So boom boom shakalaka boom boom. I like it. So that's what they have for you, supernova. So continue to shine, shine, shine. And I'm excited for the music that you're channeling, um, when we get to hear it, because we were there in the beginning. We so I'm excited. So that is what they have for you. And thank you, Nature, for your donation. Let me just get into that here. You are welcome, Supernova. All right. Well, thank you for the donation. And I don't see, did you ask a question earlier today or it was an expansion on a previous? Don't think, did I see you up here? Let me scroll. If not, pop your question down below. I don't see it on the PayPal there. Let me just scroll down a little bit here just to make sure I didn't overlook it. Ah, okay. Thank you. So, Liam the Capricorn, the feelings and next actions towards you. Absolutely. We'll take a look here. And thank you so much for your donation. Much appreciated. Let's see here. So, what is going on with Capricorn's feelings here? All right. And next actions. What else? All right. Let's see what the feelings are here. This Capricorn, I swear, I'm just kidding. I'm a Capricorn rising, which I get this energy here of They dive deep in their emotions here. The Queen of Cups is they have emotion that runs deep, but I don't know if they're ready for it. The Three of Wands is like, I don't know, do I want to do that? Maybe I don't know. It's like the change of plans, and they're standing at a fork in the road. Actually, it's well, a fork with three different ways. I feel like that they're like contemplating what they want to do, and not three different people, but just three different things with these emotions that they've got going inside their life here. And yeah, and okay, well, this makes sense that you got three cards. So one is, I feel like this represents you, where they see you as this, you're very intuitive, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of fire, you get things done, you're very motivated, you have brightness, people are naturally attracted to you. Maybe you even have a black cat, but the black cat represents your connection to spirit. So they sense that you have this like um mystery about you, and they're like, how do you know this stuff? Because I feel like you intuit stuff, and they recognize it. So they see that side of going, I see who they are. Then they always have, of course, this, but what if I miss out on opportunities by choosing the wrong way? Not that you're the wrong person or anything, but they're like, what if I'm making wrong choices? And then they have their passion, their dream. Um, this is like the dream come true kind of feel for it. Like I have the things that I want to accomplish in life, and is that going to detract from that? So they've got all this, thinking. Even though Capricorns are Earth signs, uh, big thinkers, big, huge, because that's Saturn devil card energy is Capricorn, where they're always thinking about foundation and what am I going to do, and am I doing the right thing, and analyze. So, if you're like, if you see smoke coming out of their ears, you're like, yeah, they are overthinking, aren't they? That's what we do. The it's work, analyze. Am I doing things? I need to let things go. I need to let things go. But should I? I don't know. Should I? I don't know. You know, that's what's going on. So I do see here, I like this though, because here we go with they're going through this rebirth here. They're going through this, um, opportunities in the outside world. So, one of the things that was here was, what about opportunities? What about things in the world? And they're like, you know what? This is the this is like them process of elimination. They're going, okay, this option that was there, nope, it's not going to stop me. So that's like down to two. So they are making progress, is what they wanted to show you here. Is we're eliminating the things that are keeping them from acting. Um, and I like that it ends up like this, because they're seeing, I have my dreams and stuff and my passion of life that I want to achieve, and they see you here holding your Ace of Wands. So I feel like you have this energy that they see, that you are living your dream, or you're taking steps towards it, and you're able to balance life and heading towards your dreams. And I feel like they're like seeing this come together as something that is kind of conducive in a way. It's like, I could learn from you. So I feel like there's this joining of these two dreams. And then I feel like they're able to take action once they, like, their brain reaches a point of like, okay, I've thought about this enough, which I feel like, has this been going on a while, where you've been seeing steam come out of their ears for a while? I feel like it's been not like years and years and years, but like a significant amount of time that you've been waiting for things to click and for them to do something here. So I like it. I don't feel like it's going to be too much. Yeah. too much longer. I'm going to pull a psychic tarot oracle real quick here too. Let's just see what they want you to know around this. Yeah. So 3 of Wands, here's the recognition and reward. That's the 3 of Wands we had where the different choices again. So they're like, yeah, they've been doing this. Oh, actually, no, that's the 3 of Pentacles, not the 3 of Wands. My apologies. I thought it was that, but 3 of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self. And so this is the card for you. Says a reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. So all the stuff, the patience that you've had, what you've been learning in this relationship about yourself too, while you're waiting for them, you've been doing your inner reflection, right? And it says these abilities are now being honored, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. You're like, yeah, well done. I didn't, no one ended up missing. So this card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving toward a common goal. So that's what I was talking about with those Ace of Wands. I feel like there can be a common goal um, between which is living your dreams. I feel like they're really seeing that. Accept the help that's being offered or give help that is needed. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in the material world. So take care of you. But I like this too because all those pentacles, those Ace of Pentacles represent new opportunities too. So I feel like there's this card is saying there's a coming together very soon. So pat yourself on the back and see where where there's those similarities in living your dreams. I feel is important because I feel like that's the thing that they are afraid. I feel like they learned it from their parents. Like um, it feels like they overheard. You know, like yeah, I wanted to be this, but then I had got married and had children. And it felt like this ruined my life. They didn't mean for the children to hear it or for it to come across that way, but whoever they were talking to go, yeah, I wanted to be a doctor or a nurse, but then I got pregnant. And or the father saying, well then but I had to get married, and I couldn't like live my dream. I had to do something sensible to make sure there was money coming in, and now it's too late to live my dream. It's like that kind of stuff, that fear that's underneath there. So but that's what's happening. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Hopefully that helps. Sorry, itchy nose. Um, you are very welcome. So hopefully that you're like, okay, we'll give them a little extension here and see um, if they're going to make it before the elevator door closes. All right. So many money blessings. All right. And I think that's all of my donations. So we're going to scroll to the top. Maybe. There we go. And we will start with the first free reading. And we've got Vidi Jalan. Hello, hello. And what does August have in store for you? So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about what's coming your way here? All right. I like this that's coming in here for August because this is about you being true to your authentic self and Spirit really nudging you to focus on what you're wanting to have come forward in your life. And when you're deciding which route to go, close your eyes and choose for you. Don't try to, we've got the other two people in the picture here, which is this is you trying to create something, express your creativity into the world, express yourself into the world. And there's the naysayer that you can never do anything right. They're always, "Why you did it that way? Me," and then the supporter that you're afraid to lose to go to the other side, and so we might draw off our path because we're afraid of these letting these people down, but Spirit's saying, "Cut them out, look have yourself look and go, 'What direction do I wanna go? I'm the one that lives my life. Where am I gonna invest my energy?' And not in out of fear trying to please others, but how do I uniquely wanna express myself to the world, you know? So it's like, what route? You're at this planning stage in August of going, what's my next step? What do I want to do? But not trying to please everyone else. But how would you, if you could have anything happen, and what would make your heart sing and your heart feel full? Not trying to live up to all those supposed to, shoulds, and need tos, and all these dreams that we're given that are forced upon us, but what are um, truly in our heart we want to do. I feel like this is what Spirit has for you. It's like you're at a fork in the road. Are you going to step into prison cells and try to live what everyone else is wanting you to live, or are you going to live your dream and be a pioneer in what you how you want to express your love to the world and your creativity and your passion? So that's what's coming in, BD. So I'm excited for you. I know it's scary, but it's a fun scary, right? All right, that's what they have for you. And then, Blessed One, you are up next. You want to know what is coming in here. So let's take a look here and see what the Spirit wants you to know. All right. Wow. You got victory coming in here. I mean, victory, major arcana victory, and Six of Wands victory. The horses, the movement, the progression, and I like this. So you definitely have some things that you've been waiting to kind of come to fruition. There's movement in them, and it moves you towards the victory here. It's joy and celebration, of the victory that happened. The 7, the chariot here represents also your power of choice, that as you're moving toward this dream, towards this victory, towards whatever this is that's coming to fruition, know that you get to enjoy the moments, or you can't control a lot of the outside world, but what you can control is the story that you put towards it, the emotion you choose in each moment, the energy that you're investing and expanding in each moment, and the physical action you take. So it's like you're taking back all of the energy you're investing in things outside of your control. You're giving all that to Creator and your spiritual entourage. They'll take care of all the stuff outside of your control. And you're taking the energy back, that trying to control things outside of your control, back to you, which allows you even more inspiration and more energy and passion to move forward with whatever this is. So I like this for you. That is what is coming up for you. So many blessings to you, Blessed One. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So Kritika Malhotra, I'm probably murdering that. My apologies. And can you expect proper conversation with your crush, Arnav, this weekend? You can always expect things, but expectations equal disappointment, right? But I know what you're asking. You want to know, based on current energies, uh, will is there a positive outcome with proper conversation with them coming in here? All right. Well, it does appear that there is passion and emotion that is expressed this weekend. So I would say, based on current energies, this is a yes. The Eight of Wands is fast moving, passionate energy, and a lot of communication coming in from Spirit. And then the Ace of Cups, too, represents new love and feeling overflowing with new emotion. You kind of have a dual message of listen to Spirit, focus on your self love, and that allows you to have this overflowing type of experience. If you're looking for your love outside of yourself, that's where the disappointment comes in. This is you filling up with communication. See spirit with the dove there. Eight of Wands is spirit giving you a lot of messages from the outside world, in emotions and mental, all over the place. So pay attention to your higher self, the love from your higher self, the messages from spirit, as well. And when you're filling up on the inside and you don't look for them to fill you up, then you're able to have this energy that's free. And this is what allows them to feel not pressured. I feel like they're an individual that doesn't want to feel caged. They don't want to feel like they will disappoint someone. And if you're full of love on the inside, up filling up and overflowing, then you have this great energy that's around you of I don't need you, but hey, I'd like to hang out with you and get to know you and talk with you. But if it's like, if they feel there's this neediness, that will send them in the other direction. So I feel like that's important for you, with this right now. And if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen, we have faded event energy around this. And both episodes 4 and 5 talk about what you can do to release barriers that are keeping things from you, and both things consciously that we're doing that we can do, and then subconsciously some things that can transform to allow things to come in sooner, because the fated event is going to happen, but how soon or later that it happens has a lot to do with our own energy and theirs, but we can only handle our own. So if that resonates, take a look at those two, because I feel like those will bring some information for you. So that is what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. And then Dajona, you are up next here. Oh, my mouse is acting crazy. Come on. All right, there we go. So Dajona, what good things are coming in for you that spirit wants you to know about? All right. All right. Look at this. So you've got the Ace of Cups coming in, and you have the Seven of Cups. So the good things that are coming in, there's like many emotional experiences that are heading your way that will feel like blessings, with different individuals, different situations. But there's one that's coming up really fast here, that is going to make your heart just feel like it's full and overflowing. This is what this is representing here with the combination of these two cards. I know I keep on. Circular cards are hard to hold on to, I have to admit, even though I have big hands. But it is. I like this that's happening. They're letting you know that be open to these emotional experiences that are coming for you, because you're going to have an array of different types that come in from different situations, different individuals. Not like it's like seven different, people that are romantically interested. It's not just that. Some of them might be, but a lot of them just feel like such a wide array of different emotional experiences that you're seeing, abundance where you didn't see it before. And it has to do with that Ace of Cups, where you've been working on your inner love, right? You've been letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you, that had made you feel restricted and small. And you've been letting go of emotions that no longer serve you, relationships that no longer serve you, friendships, whatever it is. But you've been letting go of a lot of things. And now you're feeling more full inwardly, that the outside world feels more overflowing, and you're starting to see this uh, juiciness of life in different ways, because you're not expecting it to be something that you are finding on the inside. You're filling up on the inside, and things are becoming this feeling of above and beyond extra. And you're just like, this is cool. I like it. So this is what is unfolding for you. And I like that. So it's a wonderful feeling for sure. All right, and that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then DK, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Supernova, for your additional donation. You're welcome, Dijona. And Kritika, you are welcome. All right, so Nova, in your recent creative project, are you being authentic in expressing your feelings? What energy or vibes do the songs give up? Ooh, okay. And how does spirit view it? All right. We had 5 cards come out. Was there 5 questions there? Let's take a look here. Are you being authentic in expressing your feelings? With this new project here, um, it feels like it's more outwardly focused on what people will think of it, if that makes sense. I feel like you're trying to express your emotion, but I feel like they're saying that there's just a little bit of like, well, what will people think of this? And so I've got to word it a certain way or express it a certain way. And it's like they're like, no, express you, do it your way with that. Um, see, because this is how spirit feels about it. This is the energy and vibes that the song gives off. Okay. Yeah. Because here's along with the first one here, um, this is your freedom of choice. This is the choice card, right? Movement, victory, but your what word were they using? They were saying like your they use it in the music industry, isn't it? Like that's your artistic license, your artistic choice. Like this is the choice I decided to make in this. I just feel like that's what you're able to say, and it's unique. It's the uniqueness of it is what of how you express it is what makes it seen and known and what makes it different. It doesn't blend in with everything else that's out there. It's like, oh, that just sounds like that these other 5 songs, right? So I like that. Um, and energy or vibes in the song. Um, I like this here. We've got, this balancing of things here. We've got the temperance card, which is something that starts off as lead that makes itself eventually that turns to gold. From lead to gold, temperance, tempering, creation, alchemy. It's uh, like you know, I like this energy of it's almost like the song could be called, um, Heart Alchemist. It's something like that. So that's what, kind of comes in there is this, getting this alchemy, this creation. I am the creator of my world. And this is like the energy that comes in here with the 2 of Wands is I'm the one that chooses. I'm moving from lower vibration to higher vibration, right? Lower to higher vibration. Something I'm the alchemist of my world, type of energy that I feel comes in there. So I feel like this, the energy that we've talked about with what you're trying to achieve with your music is all about alchemy, right? Because we start off with, what we're given in life, and we're like, okay, how am I going to take that to this higher vibration? What am I doing? How am I changing that? I feel like I was given a handful of crap now, but it's transforming into a bar of gold. How did I do that in the situation, right? And so it's that's the alchemy that comes in. And spirit is like have patience with yourself. It takes time. For the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So enjoy the process. Again, enjoy the journey of the creation, not trying to rush to get to the end of it. It's the creative process that is, a musician creates music. They don't create hits, right? It's like I'm creating, I'm sharing, I'm putting emotion and life into these vibrations, and this is what we're doing. And so you're choosing the music, you're choosing the vocals, you're choosing the things that express the emotion, express the things. Um, if you've ever, oh, what is the, if you've heard of Aurora, she's from Norway. I think it's Norway. There's this song that she has, and I would need to access it, but it's like they did it a cappella, and if you it the video that it has, she's like wearing this little white furry vest, and but she's up by herself, and it starts off her just her voice, and then she has her band slowly moves in. It's all vocal though, and it's like the thing that they're showing me in my head is, and one of the things that she it talks about is, like being a baby and feeling the experience in life as a child. And one of the wailing things that she does with her voice, it almost sounds like it embodies like this could be a baby crying or baby crying out to the world. And that's the kind of energy that I feel like with your songs and putting it in there, is that you're through the music and through your vocals and the words, this is you're creating the experience so that people can feel it and understand that. Yeah. Well, that's the growth, right? That's the creative journey. And um so when you step away from what will people think, and well, this is what everyone does, and da 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 da, and look at it like, if you like, um how does it how can it be expressed? There's no supposed to's or shoulds. It's how could I express this in music? How could I express this emotion in the combination of instruments? How can I express this emotion through a vocal or a word or a sound? And yeah, it's about doing things uniquely and differently. But if you have a chance to check that out, I feel like you'll be like, whoa, it'll give you shivers, because you know that you're like, oh, okay, yeah. So that's what they have for you. I like it. I feel like they're saying you're on your journey. That 7 of Pentacles is that you're progressing. It's growing the way that it's supposed to grow. And the fruit happens at the end, but enjoy the process as you go. Don't try to rush to the end, because it's like, oh, they're telling me it's like how humans now mess with organic fruit and all this kind of stuff so it grows faster, but it has less nutrients. And we're like, don't ruin it. Keep it organic. Truly organic, not man-made fake organic. Where it's like, you still are using pesticides. I know you are. Yeah, so I like it. So that's what they have for you, Supernova. So many blessings to you. Hey, Alexis. No, I have not completed yours yet. Let's see, where are you at? Wow, where is your, oh, wow, yeah, yeah, you're like 10 or 15 away. Yeah, so not quite that far. Excuse me. Little frog in my throat. It has escaped, so that's good. All right, so let's continue with the free readings here. Yeah, absolutely. You are very welcome. All right, so DK, you were up next. So, does Krishna really love you and want to marry you in the future? All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. Do they really love you? And do they want to marry you in the future? Well, I don't know if they really love anyone. We've got this heartbreak where I feel like they don't love themselves. I feel like they are hopeful to be able to ignite emotion within them here. So I feel like they've got good intentions. Like they want to marry you in the future. They want to join you and have you join on this emotional journey. But I just don't feel like they love themselves. I feel like they've had so much pain that they just have trouble Um, and if they can't love themselves, they can't love anyone else because we can only love others to the extent we love ourselves. So even if I want to, and I want to flood love out to you, if my self-love is that big, you're gonna get like drip and you're like, oh, well, that's pretty. Well, what is that? Is that like a sample size? Where's the real love? know? And I feel like that they want to give this. This is like the future when we ask, do they want to marry you? It's like they want to offer you their love, but they've got to find their self-love first. They've had a lot of heartbreak, a lot of rejection, a lot of disappointment. Um, so you might be feeling that, and that's what's coming up is like, well, they say they love me, but all I get, are like those sample sizes, like when you're at, like you're at, the grocery store and you have the travel size. You're like, well, that's a nice little shampoo, or the shampoo you get at a hotel. Well, that's nice, but I want the family size bottle. So sorry. So I feel like that's what's coming in for you, DK. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Um, I feel like only thing that you can do, because you can't change their mind, you can't make them do anything. There's a Take 10 with Zen. I think it was number 7. Well, you could do number 7 and number 8, the one that just came out too, because it's about heartache and heartbreak. Heartache is when we know someone doesn't love themselves or they're going through something difficult and we feel helpless to do anything for it. It talks about how we can what we can do to help with that in our heart, that we want to help someone and can't. And then heartbreak is our feeling of that of the 3 swords stuck in our own heart. So if you look at those two, that might help also bring in some guidance. So I like those. I know I'm referring to the Take 10 with Zen, but now I understand why they're having them come out, because there's such important concepts that they're trying to help us through. They're giving tools. They're creating a toolbox. I like it. Duh. I just now realized it. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but at least I know how to shut up and listen eventually. All right. All right, DK, hang in there. Marie Jones, you're up next. Hello, hello. You'd like a weekly reading. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. All right. Okay. Yeah, we've had this 7 of Pentacles is, you're in the process of things growing and expanding, and you're doing the stuff, you're carrying the water, you're chopping the wood, you're doing, taking care of the garden, giving it what it needs. It's not quite yet to the full fruit, but it's important here. Spirit is saying to um, recognize the accomplishments and celebrate along the way. Each of the little victory steps that happen along the way, celebrate it. When the little seedling, when it breaks from the seed, it's like celebrate. And when it reaches and it goes above the ground, celebrate. When it grows into a trunk, celebrate. When it starts sprouting um, branches, celebrate. When it starts having leaves, celebrate. When it has blossoms, celebrate. And then look, the fruit. And we didn't have to wait until that to celebrate. We got to celebrate all along the way, and it makes for a great journey. And I feel like that's what they're wanting you to know is celebrate each of those things, and that also helps with the energy. Because when we focus on gratitude and celebrating, then our energy is going to the universe going, I love to celebrate. Can you bring me more to celebrate? They're like, sure thing. But if I focus on lack and we're not to the fruit yet, we're telling the universe, I really enjoy not being to the fruit yet. Can you like draw it out? Make the fruit like not come right away? And that's probably not what we want to experience. That's what we're telling the universe we want to experience when we do the opposite. So I love this. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. So that's what the message is right now for you, Marie. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Happy Pill, you are up. So your dreams, what are they telling you? Ooh, I tell you, I've been dreaming like a crazy man for several years, but it feels like in this last, like this year, since early, like in the beginnings of this year, it feels like it's just like I'm constantly dreaming now and weird dreams too, right? Okay, I see. So your dreams are trying to point out here to you what of your emotions are no longer serving you in relationships that no longer serve you, and they're encouraging you to what to walk away from so that you could head towards what feels like wish fulfillment and dream fulfillment. You also have your mind is overthinking. The King of Swords rolls over, co-rolls over the swords and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and creativity and ideas with the queen, but all the kings are given a second portion of air, which makes them the master of thought and belief and mindset, which this is like while your brain is going, it doesn't allow you to really look at the emotions. And the reason why you're having a lot of dreaming stuff happen, because that's when this one is asleep. And that's when your spiritual posse, your subconscious can come in and go, okay, while he's asleep, let's give you all this information and all this guidance. And then they're like, what's going on? What? No, 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 no. And so they're taking advantage of when your brain is asleep to bring you messages. So something that you can do, dream journaling is good. So when you wake up, you write down your dreams immediately. The emotion behind things is important with all those cups. So it may not be so much of what you're seeing as what you're feeling, because a lot of times we'll have characters representing things, but it's not truly, it's the emotion that you're feeling around it. And then you can also do some meditations, some waking dream meditations where you just try to bring your mind into a singular focus about something, not allowing it to restrain things, but you kind of, when you focus on something, keeping busy. It's like keeping your cat busy with the red dot. It's like, okay, while the cat's busy, I can do this because they are totally distracted. It's like you do something with the mind, and then it becomes a meditative state. And maybe you meditate through painting or walks or something, but getting away where your mind kind of just comes to a slow moving, you know, spinning instead of that kind of thing. So sorry. We got some storms coming in, and my body likes to let me know that. And I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, but that's what they have for you, Happy Pill. Hopefully that resonates and those are helpful for you. You're very welcome, Marie and BD. All right. And then Kevin to the Buin. Hello, hello. Any advice for the upcoming week? Let's see what the spirit wants you to know here. All right. All right. Well, you have been working hard, it looks like, here in your outside world. Eight of Pentacles is you've been putting your nose to the grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, investing in something in the outside world. And this shows that it's ready. All that has not been for waste. Whatever you've been investing a lot of energy into, you're about to see this movement in the outside world, um, upward, and it's positive. You've got the Knight of Wands here, which is fast moving too. So it's not just going to unfold, it's going to zip and the fruition, this abundance, this whatever this is. So you just be aware that things can't stay the way that they have been with whatever this has been. Like if it's a job, you've been investing in it, and it either has to go up or out. Like there's no staying copacetic, with where you've been doing. It either has to go up or out. So you either get promoted and you're going where you want in the job, or you're headed out and then find the job that is so perfect, and that's where your movement up happens. If it's a relationship, they either you go up and they either go up with you, or they're out. Because it's like they can't go where you're going. It's like I talk about the butterfly and the caterpillar, and you've been working on yourself becoming a butterfly, and if the other person in a relationship or job or whatever situation isn't, then it doesn't happen. They can't go where you're going. In fact, if you are a member of mine, of my YouTube channel, the one of the emoticons, they allow you to create emoticons. One of the ones I created is this one right here, which is a butterfly carrying a giant caterpillar. And the reason I created that is the story of the butterfly that goes into the cocoon agreement that with the other caterpillar is going into the cocoon, and then the plan is we both convert into butterflies, and then we're going to go on adventures afterwards, right? And again, whether it's work, relationship, whatever it is, and then you get out of your cocoon and the butterfly, you break out and you're like, yay. And you're like, why are you still a caterpillar? They're like, well, I started to eat another leaf. And I thought, it seems like a lot of work. I don't want to do that. And then you're like, well, there's a problem because one, I cannot carry you. That's where that, a butterfly carrying a huge caterpillar is like, you never see a butterfly carrying a caterpillar. It's not going to happen. I can't carry you, and I can't go back in and become a caterpillar again. I can't go back. So I have to go fly. I'm not going to walk along the forest floor with other caterpillars. I've got to go do butterfly things. And that's what's coming up here. This upcoming week, you're realizing things are changing and you are headed in this direction. And whoever can't come with you has to be dropped because you'll crash trying to carry that caterpillar. So that is your message for you, Kevin. So hopefully that resonates for you. And that is what is coming for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then LA. Hello, hello, hello. What message does your spirit guide want you to know? And let me just make sure. I don't think I saw any alarms. Are you okay, LA? LA? All right. I don't see any alarms. And I'll jump down to the donations here in just a quick sec. So let's take a look here, LA. What do your spirit guides want you to know? Let's take a look here. What do they want you to know right now? All right. Well, you do have some mysteriousness, some things that are coming in. I feel like this is about embracing the unknown for you here because you've got the Page of Swords, which the swords is about being able to see things from a higher perspective, a different perspective. And I feel like with the moon card, the Mother Luna, to know that you're cared for, to know that when anything unfolding is for your highest experience, and you can see it from a different perspective. I like that they're kind of telling you that the unknown is a scary thing for our inner children, our inner child self, and it freaks us out until we have a change of our mindset. If we believe we're on an out of control drama train, whether it's, finances, romance, health, whatever it may be, if we feel we're on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge, we're going to be scared because we're like, I don't know what's going to happen next. Especially when we've been taught with all these supposed to, shoulds, and need tos, that the story that when that happens, this is what it's supposed to mean. When that happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel. When that happens, this is what I'm supposed to do in the physical world, what I'm supposed to do with my energy. We feel like puppets. We do feel out of control because we don't know what comes around the corner determines how I'm going to think, how I'm going to feel, what I'm going to do. And we're at the whim of whatever comes, right? Was it James Allen? Great, wonderful individual who channeled spirit. And they said, it's not the situation that determines how it impacts the human. Otherwise, everyone that goes through that situation would be impacted exactly the same, but we're not. So that means it's not the situation that determines it, but the person that's going through it that determines it. So I like the freedom that comes in because when we see things from that perspective of I get to choose the story, the emotion, the energy, and my actions. No matter what comes around the corner, I get to decide what I'm gonna do with it. Even though there's this popular opinion of all those supposed tos, I can be a rebel. I can do what I want. And, regardless of what everyone else says, "No, no, no, you're supposed to be upset that you lost your job." Well, that's your choice. You guys can be upset for me, but I'm gonna choose to be joyful. That was an abusive relationship I was in with my job, and now I'm set free. Now I'm gonna go live and do what I want, you know? That can be, the change. So I feel like the spirit guides are saying you can become more comfortable with the unknown, knowing that you're not on a drama train, but you're on a like a what do they call those at Disney World? The monorail train at Disney World or Disneyland that's attached to the track. It can't fly off. It's smooth, has its perfect stop. Sorry if you just heard my that was loud. My stomach just growled. Sorry. There's this, yeah, you're hungry for life, but it allows you to feel like life is not as out of control as we've been taught it is. And then your inner child gets on board with that and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have to be scared. We get to decide together." So, that is what is coming in for you, LA. So many blessings to you. Right. And new love, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a couple donations, so I'm jumping down to those. So Nova, Supernova, you're welcome, LA. No alarms for today. Woohoo! You're so funny. All right, Nova, thank you for your additional donation. And you want to know what are the unique aspects you're expressing with your songs, instrumental singing wise, and what don't you see? All right, let's take a look here. All right. Oh, no, no problem at all. That's what we're here for. I love this journey you're on here. I like this here. So, I like one of the unique aspects in expressing this. The star card, Aquarius energy, is a card of hope. And I feel like hope is at the core of what you are wanting to provide the world. That helping people realize they don't have to, it's like almost like the 5 of cups. We can focus on the 3 cups that are spilt, but you have a hope that there are other, there's 2 cups that we can choose from. There are we don't have to stay there. You provide hope that there's always another option. You're not trapped in this lower vibrational fears. You don't have to stay there. There's this hope that comes in, right? So I like that, that's a big piece of it. The new birth, the mother nature, the mother nurture, that you are loved, you can nurture yourself, that you can have this rebirth in your life, that you can be free of all these expectations too. She's the one that runs naked through the forest, not caring about the emperor, which is comes after this, and the hierophant, which the emperor and the hierophant have the energies within them when they're in the lower vibration of rules and dictatorship and cult leader. It's these trying to control, but this is nature, this is flow, this is freedom that comes in here. So like hope and freedom, this self-nurturing love, that we are loved, like Mother Earth loves us, kind of energy too. And I like this with the 2 of Swords too, the aspects of closing your eyes and open your heart. That could even be a name of a song. But it's what the 2 of Swords is. It's we can get stuck in our head that we forget our heart, you know. And those are good lyrics. You can have those for free, but it's like this wonderful close your eyes and open your heart, and then you can truly see, I like it. I like that type of energy that is showing it here. And this is like at the core of what I feel you're trying to express with your songs and all of those things. Let's see what these other three cards are here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Continuing on being true to you, be true to the authentic you. Another great song title if you want it. But I like it because it's about the naysayer and the supporter. Um, you can call it the bra. You've got the bra and you've got the naysayer, and it's about allowing your creativity. And the three is this creativity again. It's kind of a for you too that it's about you being true to you and expressing yourself authentically, right? And you have the Knight of Wands here too, which is fast moving energy, passionate, the search for our power too. The Knight, this is the quest of our Ace of Wands, the quest of understanding our power over our lives, that whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And so I like this is different here, the victory card, pain. It's like they're bringing up like reading I did a few people ago, which is celebrate each moment. Don't wait for the celebration that never comes. It's like celebrate in each moment. Let your passion go here. So I just feel like there's all of this is the type of energy, the hope, we have so many that talk about just the pain that leave us there. And it's like, well, that keeps us looping in pain. But it's like, it's okay to start off with pain and, keep moving up uh, higher. We don't have to stay down. And there's not a whole lot like that. But that's feels like that's what the world needs, right? So I feel like that's what they want you to know is, this is what you're the hope that you want to put forward. And I feel like that's what the core of it, at the very core, it's I want to give hope. Um I like that. You know yeah. There and this is actually a song I'm going to talk about in upcoming Take 10 with Zen, but it's by the Canadian Tenors. It's based on the prayer of Assisi, which is, make me an instrument. And, it's, I feel like that's the hope, type of energy, because it is one of those songs that we choose. We can choose the songs that, uh, raise our vibration. We can choose songs. Now we also choose songs. Like I have songs that I know that if I want to cry, I'm going to listen to this song and just take me to it. Let's go. I need to cry. Let's not waste time. I need to go ball. Rah, I'm going to do that. Or if I have a song that I'm angry and I want my anger to flow, I'm like, I know what I need to listen to. Rob Zombie, let the bodies hit the floor. Ah, it's like you can choose your emotion expression through song. And so I like it. So hopeful songs, it's like sometimes we need some of those other songs. And maybe that's what you can do too, right? You can say, the song for the angry, and it's like, yes, and and so I like it's like you have this angry song and then toward the end, now don't you feel better? Boom. It's like you bring it from anger and the anger's been expressed, and then at the end of it, it's kind of a funny thing to go, okay, yeah, I do feel better now. It's like screaming right at the top of your lungs into a canyon. Feel better? I do. So I like it. All right. So that is what they have for you, Supernova. Many blessings, and thank you again so much for your donation. And Mia Mia, hello, hello. Thank you for your donation. And do you want to ask what will be the first? Let's see, what will be first? Oh, feelings of F. Will he have the courage to express after receiving what you will say to him? Okay. Let's take a look here. You are very welcome, Nova. Right, and I'm going to be on for about 35 more minutes at 12:55 Mountain. I am going to go to my praying mantis member free readings. So I'm going to try to get through as many free readings as I can. If you do want me to make sure I get through your reading in this session, up until that point, a donation of any kind, I will prioritize those as I have been doing. Otherwise, I will try to get through as many free readings. I won't be back for free readings until Wednesday evening. And then this evening at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm going to have my first Praying Mantis Q&A session live to answer questions. So I'm excited. All right. Excuse me. So Mia, what will be the first feelings of F? Let's take a look here. Okay. And will he have the courage to to talk about him, right? I'm so sorry. Got a tickle in my throat. All right, there we go. All right. Well, we do have I'm going to start off with joy and celebration. So very balanced, passionate energy, but feeling joy, feeling, um very happy, and mother nature, mother nurture, sensuality comes in here too. So there's that emotion with sensuality, but feeling very abundant as well, and this equal giving and receiving. So I like this energy of equality, like they feel equal on, balanced, both in energy and passion and in the outside world. So I feel like there's this nice balancing energy, but a lot of joy, celebration, and overall very positive energies here. So sorry. And will he be brave enough? Well, let's see. We got three cups. Here we've got this page of cups, which is offering love. We've got the queen of cups, which is deep intuition and deep flowing, and the six of cups, which the six of cups, I feel like you guys are going to have this connection, like you've known each other before from another lifetime. The six of cups have been getting a ton, which has to do with the overall energies, which maybe I'll do a take 10 of it with Zen on. But I feel like there's a lot of emotion, but they're going to share some of it, not the whole depths of the ocean with you, but I feel like they will share that with you. So very, very positive here. And I like that. I don't know if they're going to share this deep, because the Queen of Cups, she's like the high priestess that's able to dive really deep. And that's where like the major, um, um, what is it? The Akashic records, like past lives and all that kind of stuff is down underneath the surface here. So I feel like they're going to talk about the surface emotions they have, but I don't know if they're going to be feeling like comfortable going, I feel like we've known each other before, but I know not in this lifetime and in other lifetimes. There's like this underlying connection that's so strong that is like best friends meeting each other after, centuries. And I like this. I feel like they will share. They'll be brave enough to share some of it, but they're not gonna like be like, "Oh my god, blah, 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 blah," right? They're just gonna be like, "I really enjoyed the time and like to see you again," or whatever, type of stuff. I don't feel like they're going to reveal all of their cards at once with all of that. Ah, okay. See how he responds, right? Like, I feel like I've known you before. Why you been stalking me? I'm just kidding. There's this funny meme. I think it was on Instagram or something, but it said, um, the feeling when you meet someone and you know that it's like meeting an old friend from a past lifetime, and then a week later realizing why you haven't talked for 1,000 years. That was funny. That this has nothing to do with yours. It's just funny. Now I know why we haven't talked because well, I've avoided you for all these lifetimes. Yeah. Well, isn't that great? Yeah, yeah. He definitely will feel it, but whether he's uh able to express it, that's another thing. All right. So that's what they have for you, Mia Mia. So I like it. And again, thank you for your donation. Many blessings. And Monica, thank you for your donation. And Miss Z, how does Miss S feel and think about you? All right, let's take a look here. Absolutely my pleasure. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, that's it. All right. Well, they definitely have this, fiery, energy, this energetic attraction here. We've got this magic, the magician holds onto the magic wand here. So, I do feel like there's this attraction here, but there's this struggle in their mind here. The 5 of swords is about this internal battle around all of this, of their heart says one thing and their mind says another. And it has to do, I feel like, with pain of the past, because the next two cards that come out are showing the mind. Here's the big blade that they're holding here, that is where they're trying to balance out these emotions they've had in the past. Not with you, you know, these are the spilt cups of the past, and they haven't turned around to see the two of cups, their power of emotional choice. So the pain of the past is battling. It's like the two cups. The fear emotions are battling the higher emotions, and so that's what's going on in their mind. They're going back and forth. The heart wants to express itself. It wants to be able to, you know um, feel what it wants to feel, express when it wants to express, and the mind is like, "Well, you know what happened before, and we've done that. Spilly, spilly, cuppy, cuppy, no, no." And that's what is trying to they're, like, holding back with it, for now, but the battle's happening, and we always know in the end, the heart gets its way, right? Because 'Cause it'll wear the mind down. And here we have the King of Cups, which is the balancing of the heart and the mind. So eventually they come to a peace treaty between their heart and their mind. And then they are able to step forward here and express this. The King of Wands is like the magician in a way, because they both hold the magic staves, the magic wands, which allows them to step forward and share their passion, share the attraction, share this connection. So it will eventually happen. It just feels like uh, the battle is raging in their minds, and there's not much that we can do to change people's minds. We can make it harder or easier for people to choose fear or unconditional love, but we can't do much beyond that. If you check out my Take 10 with Zen, the heartache and heartbreak are 7, they're like videos are 10 minutes and less, um, but both 7 and 8. 7 is heartache, where it's like when we know someone's going through something and we want to try to help. It talks about what we can do when we're helpless. And then heartache talks about our own heartache and what we can do with that. So hopefully those will help. They're like extra tools that could possibly help with the situation. But that's what I feel is going on. There is attraction. I don't feel like they're letting their heart out to feel the love and those things, but there's definitely attraction that's drawing them to you. And that's what's their messages right now for you. So thank you again, Monica, for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Whoa, things are flying all over the place here. So Well, fiery, fiery. When people are insecure, they, if they've been cheated on, if they've been ghosted or um, manipulated or trying to think of the word. It's like the Seven of Swords, which is people deceived. They with their insecurities, they act like a 2-year-old. When they go into fight or flight mode, then they're going to go do things that try to make them feel safe and in control. So if they touch the personal phone, it could be it's their insecurity. They're trying to make sure that you say who you are, presenting yourself to be, because they've had people who have deceived them in the past. So it's not about you, it's about what people have done to them in the past. So it's not, you know, about you that they were trying to do something to you. They were trying to, their little inner child wanted to feel safe. And that's what they felt they had to do, is what I feel is coming through. So hopefully that helps simmer the wild beast a little bit. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. They want to know uh, if I'm being truthful, and so that's what's happening. And then your upsetness is fear on your part, right? Your inner child feeling unsafe and out of control. What were you doing? Alarms going off. It's like, what are you fearing from it? What did you fear that they were going to do or see? What do you have on there? Dun, dun, dun. I'm just kidding. So that's what they have for you, Monica. All right. So I'm going to be on for about 23 more minutes. So let me move on here and see here for the free readings. We got New Love. You want to know, is it a good idea to have contact with Alexander or let go of it? We have not met yet. All right, let's take a look here and see for what is for your highest experience here. Because there's no right or wrong, really no good or bad. There's just different experiences. So let's take a look here. If you contact Alexander, that's that one. And if you let go, what do they want you to know? What's the energy of that? All right. So if you contact them, have contact with them, you have the Queen of Cups, which is you'll have deep emotion, a lot of emotion that will happen because the Queen, of course, rolls over water. So a lot of water, a lot of emotion. But they're also saying trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust how and when and whatever you do meet. So it says you have a lot of emotion. If you do not meet them, there's a lot of passionate energy here, a lot of conflict that starts off with fear that ends up turning into something calmer for you here too. So I feel like that you'll have a lot of emotional experience if you do. If you don't, I feel like you'll beat yourself up a little bit. That's all 5 of you beating yourself up, like fear, like, oh, did I do the right thing? And it's like these regrets that you feel you're going to have, and you're going to be like, I should have, because what if you'll eventually get over that and get through that. But um just know that that's what you'll go through. And just because you meet and have contact, just again follow your gut and instinct. you know if you have like spidey senses going off of I don't want to meet them in private, let's meet in a group setting first, either a group of friends or a place that is a lot of people around. If you want to do that, then you follow your gut, you follow your instinct. So there's no warning signs going, don't do it. But they're also saying, trust your gut and instinct. We know you won't be stupid. So it. So follow that instinct, and that's what's coming up. All right. So many blessings to their New Love. That's what they have there for you. All right. And Michelle Lucia, hello, hello. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for your kind words. And you want to know what does Spirit want you to know about love coming towards you? Let's take a look. All right. Well, it is coming towards you here. You're going to have, well, maybe not love yet, but passion is coming this way. You've been kind of in a holding pattern. You've been through going through your own personal transformation here. That's why there's been this hold coming in here to allow you to raise your love vibration, to allow you to focus on what you want. You know, uh, to let go of the mental things that no longer serve you, the emotional things that no longer serve you. So you've been going through a wonderful, like a caterpillar does, where they go through, their outside body dematerializes, so they become this big caterpillar soup to transform. And that's what you've been going through. And you're almost ready to come out of the cocoon and experience and be ready for a higher vibrational type of love. And it starts off as this wonderful, passionate, physical and energetic attraction to someone. So it is coming your way. Just continue to see things from a higher perspective, continue your transformation from caterpillar to butterfly. And it's not far away, though. I don't feel like it's tomorrow, but possibly by the end of August. Um, if you want to check on, I've been referring a lot of people with readings around love to my Take 10 with Zen, which talks with episodes 4 and 5 are about fated events and how we can have things come earlier, like what things are making things able to come earlier, and what makes things take more time. And so those might be helpful tools if you're not already doing those things. So I like it for you, Michelle, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And we've got Joe Kenzo. Hello, hello. You'd like a general reading? So let's see. What advice does Spirit have for you right now with whatever is on your heart and mind here? Yeah, I see here there's some emotional confusion here, just a lot of choices, a lot of drama kind of going on around you too. I feel like one of the things that's they're saying here is you don't always have to accept invitations for battles and drama. You can sit some of them out, sit pretty on your throne. I like that. But all this stuff is not absolutely yours. One of the things they just want you to realize is that with your power that you have, Queen of Wands, not only do they have this powerful spiritual energy, but the black cat here represents the queens have a second portion, which is of water, which also connects to emotionally. So high empathic abilities and spiritual abilities that make you feel access to people's emotions, people's energies that are coming in here. I believe it's next week's Take 10 with Zen is all about empathic bubble. Anyone that is at a praying mantis level already has access to it. If not, it's going to come out next Friday. So if you can hold out, you can check that out because it talks about how you can create a bubble and how you can take on less people's emotions and people's drama and not have it activate so much within yourself where you feel like you are experiencing it all when it's not yours. Not all of it is yours. Maybe one thing is yours and everything else is like other people's stuff. So I feel like a lot of the drama that's happening, it has a lot to do with your body and your small child reacting and being triggered by other people's drama. And so you can look at developing a force field that protects you. So that is what they have for you, Joe. Hopefully that resonates. Many blessings to you. All right. And Magana, hello, hello. Hey. So, why do you always tend to get into third party situations? Will you actually be meeting someone that you can have a strong relationship with? You don't always want to be the Cupid. Wow, look at you. You're like, "Huh, it's what I do. It's my spiritual gift, right?" Well, let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know here. Yeah. So we've got here, the full card is leaving behind old cycles and beginning new journey, free of a lot of expectations. Because here, the Four of Swords has to do with peace of mind, but they have a peace of mind because this Ace of Swords that they're sleeping on allowed them to see things from higher perspectives and cut away these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in fear. Subconsciously, there's a lot of stuff below the surface that, the reason why we tend to choose third party situations is because we have these unconscious beliefs that we don't deserve love. And I know it's like, what? Consciously, I'm like, I deserve it. I want it. Where is it? I want money. I want love. I want it all. Well, our little inner child in there, little emotional inner child is going, no, 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 you have to do all of this stuff first. These 1,000 love coins you have to give before you deserve one back. And so it sets us in this cycle, the old cycles, before the full card, which is choosing unavailable individuals. And it's most likely because when we were younger, we had unavailable parents, unavailable situations. If you check out the Take 10 with Zen episodes 4 and 5, they do talk about things that we do consciously and subconsciously that keeps this force field, keeps these things away, keeps patterns going the same. And some of the tools might be able to help with that. But there's some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are below the surface that are programs that are still running that we're unaware of. They're on autopilot. And we're like, why do I keep it's like, they just showed me if you ever sign up for anything on Amazon where you can get a discount for if you get on recurring and you forget that it's set on recurring and you're like, why do I keep on getting these every month? And then you discover when we bring up your Amazon account and you go in, you're like, oh, because I have this reoccurring pattern set up. So let me unsubscribe from that. And that's kind of what those tools will help you do. So hopefully that is helpful, Magana. So thank you for having a great sense of humor and much love to you. Thank you. All right. And let's take a look here. So we are to Divine Beauty, Anjali. And just to let everyone know, I'm going to be on for about 12 more minutes. Then I'm heading off to the Praying Mantis reading session. So if you'd like to join us there, if you become a member, not only do you have access to those, but you have early access to all the Take 10 with Zen and the pick a card readings. You get the advanced access to those, and you can join us tonight too at the member only um, praying mantis level Q&A at 6 p.m. where you can ask me any questions you want. So not readings, but more about getting to know me, getting to know spirit, asking questions of spirit. So that is what we have. So Divine Anjali, you want to know what is coming towards you. And if you're further on down the list and you want your reading prioritized within these next 11 minutes, donation of any kind will do that too. All right. So if it's urgent, you can do that. Well, I like this for you. You got the 10 of swords and the double endings and beginnings of your higher self calling you to this higher place. So they are taking you into this higher way of looking at things, which allows you to let go whatever situation this is that you have going on in your life that's of big concern, where you've had a lot of fears, supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, fears of failure, fears of rejection, whatever it may be. Your higher self is taking you to this higher place to see that these things are opinion, that these things are not reality. These are human given popular opinions that were given to you when you were younger around whatever it is, but there is higher ways of looking at things. And so all of this endings and beginnings are telling me that you're having some significant changes come in that bring you freedom and awareness of these fears of like, why do I fear this stuff? So you're having this stuff come up so that you can free yourself from it. And I like it. And that's what they have for you right now. Divine Beauty, Anjali. So many blessings to you. All right. And we are to Linksley. And just for these last moments, since I'm only on for about 10 more minutes, I'm going to go into single card readings for the free ones just to try to get some answers for you guys since I won't be back until Wednesday. But in the meantime, check out the pick a cards. There's a ton of them in there. And I've pick a card playlist with all sorts of stuff. Playlist for relationships, abundance, career, that type of thing too. So Links Lee, anything you need to know. So what does Spirit want you to know now? Got the Three of Wands, which does say that you're on this place in your life where new information, new things that are coming to light are bringing you to the point where you want to change direction. And it's okay to change direction. Don't beat yourself up. It's all a journey of forks in the road. And we get to a fork and we're like, you know what? New information. I want to go this way. And then you go this way and a new information, like, whoop, I want to go back that way. And so it is. And allow yourself to change your mind, allow yourself to have different direction as well. So that is what they have for you, Linksley. So many blessings to you. And then family tree, how can you manifest your divine counterpart in your life? All right. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Yeah, you have the rebirth is in order, right? Let some things end so that new things can come in. There's this clearing away of debris, like clearing all this stuff so that something amazing can be built on it. um I If you take a look at my take 10 with Zen, like I've been talking about, episodes 4 and 5 do talk about fate and how we can have things that we can do to bring in things sooner than later, or what things are pushing things further away. So those tools might be able to help you as well, but they're telling you that there's just some things that need to change, some things that need to end to make space. It's almost like a tower, but this is you choosing to make space out of your life. Get rid of emotions, people, things, whatever it might be that are hindering it, that are dragging you lower, which would be fear-based things. Things that are in your life because you're afraid to let them go. Things that are on autopilot that you're like, oh, I didn't realize I still had that subscription, type of thing like we were talking about. So that is some of the stuff in manifestation. I think it's episode 4, but listen to both 4 and 5 because they do tell you how you can bypass and bring in things faster, because it'll make you aware of the things that are anchoring you down. Right, and that's what they have for you, family tree. And then I am amazing. You want to know Leo's intentions towards you? Well, you've got Leo energy right here. So Leo's intentions right now, they're on this pursuit of trying to make themselves feel whole and complete. And they feel like you are someone that's going to um satisfy the cravings of their human, make them feel whole, relationship, things, opportunities. That's all that the lion is told to eat on the outside. But our higher self is who we're truly searching for here. So their intentions are like any other human, that they're thinking that you're going to make them feel happy and full and complete. You can't do that for them. You can't. They're going trying to cheat on you with their higher self. Their higher self is the only one that can bring them what they need, because until they're happy on the inside, no one on the outside can make them happy. So that is what's coming in there for you right now. A little quick read there. And then Nea, you want to know Abhishek's current feelings for you. All right. Wow, the current feelings, they kind of feel like you're this wish come true, this dream come true. They've got this idea of what someone is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, and it's like you're checking off a lot of things on their list here, but I feel it's more mental with them. This is Aquarius energy, which makes sense because it's like they have all this thinking, 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 and they feel like you are uh, hitting those marks. The emotion is what is felt deep within an Aquarius kind of energy. So I feel like their emotions they keep really close to them, but I feel like they will share their thoughts with you soon. Just feelings will come later. They'll let them out sometimes. If they're an Aquarius, then they are. You sometimes have to ask them for that. All right, I'm going to be on for 5 more minutes. Just a heads up here. And so, irresistible smile. Hello. So, Michael and you are separated due to betrayal. Will he be reaching out soon? Time frame. Let's take a look here. I don't think like soon here. We've got the Seven of Wands, which is about standing their ground, standing up for who they are. Not wanting, it's like this feeling of not feeling like they have to defend themselves, which is kind of what the human does when it's in fight or flight mode. It doesn't want, like, I don't feel like they can accept fault because they come from a background of all or nothing, black and white. And if they are wrong and if they did something, then they're a total failure. They're either a hero or a zero, and they want to be a hero. And so I feel like that they're not going to be reaching out soon because I feel like they can't accept blame. They have to put the blame somewhere else. Like it's not my fault. This is what happens. I feel like that's the kind of place that they're in, that they just um, yeah, they're just not in this place where they can have this blame be um acknowledged. I just feel like they have a lot that they need to work in. With the Seven of Wands, it's almost feels like a forest fire. It's the fire burns forward, it doesn't go backward, it always consumes, and it can't go backwards because there's no fuel to take it backward. It's burnt everything in its path already, and I feel like that's the kind of energy that they put forward, and that's how they were. It's kind of raised, it's in their conditioning until they question it, until they look at that, which I don't feel like they are in that place to do. They just continue blazing forward. So that's what's coming in right now, irresistible smile. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right, everybody. I'm only going to be on for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to be heading off to the Praying Mantis member free readings. So if you want to continue with me there, Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. It does give you access to all the Praying Mantis reading sessions that I have after every 2-hour free session, plus the Q&A this evening and advanced um, access to the different take 10 with Zen, pick a cards, and those types of things as well. And just for everyone, I do have a lot of drawings happening around memberships. First of all, this is the video here that talks about what I'm giving away and those types of things. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm going to be heading off here, though. I have to go to the other one. So maybe the next one. I'm back on Wednesday. Um, so so I understand you wanting to make sure first for sure. But in this drawing, in this video, it talks about what is available in each of those levels, but also a big thank you to all of you who have supported me. I've almost been doing this for a year already, live on YouTube, decades on by myself there. But we've got this um, drawings that I'm having, weekly drawings for members. But if you don't become a member and you watch the video and comment, there's a month end drawing for everyone. So you can win something there. Also, for my subscribers, whether you're a member or not, we do have these weekly giveaways. So this is the video for that that talks about what I give away and how you can get into the drawing. And then also, of course, like I said, I have weekly pick a card readings. This one is from this week, which is Transforming Lack. So you can check that out as well if you'd like. And then I mentioned the Take 10 with Zen quite a bit in the readings today. They just were really pointing those as tools. There are videos of 10 minutes or less that talk about connecting to the creator and the spirit world, our powerful selves, and where I also answer questions from my subscribers. So that will take you to the heartbreak. Last week was heartache. And we've talked about other things like fate and is my death fated and is love real? And what about dimensions? What about angels and spirit guides? So a lot of great little short snippets of their 10 minutes or less. If you want to check those out, those are all free as well. All right, everybody. That is going to be it for today. I do need a jet off so I can go join the Praying Mantis read. So thank you guys again so much for all your love, all your support, all the thumbs up that you give the video to. I'm just always blown away by your hunger and thirst for spirit. I'm here Wednesday through Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time to 8 p.m. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or 12:55 because I have to have time to go refresh before I jump in. So thank you guys again, and please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your evening or day, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there, and you guys take care.